ChoicePoint is a company owned by LexisNexis, and ChoicePoint is in business of providing insurance code scoring for individuals as well as background screening business when people are hiring new employees. My title is Vice President of Technology, and I work in ChoicePoint's Workplace Solutions division, which basically does background screening, drug testing on new employees as well as existing employees. Technology has had huge impact for our business because we used to do a lot of business through manual paper processing, fax, etc. And we have over the last 10 years electronized everything. One of our key problems within the workplace solution of ChoicePoint is in drug testing and alcohol testing, where what happens is the whole process is very paper intensive. Employers basically send their candidates to one of our thousands of collection sites, and then when they get to the collection site, the collector has to find a right form because each employer is using different form because their account number and other information is printed on it. And when we started analyzing this problem, one of the first things we realized is that we needed to eliminate the whole paper process where paper forms were pre-printed and get rid of the mess up front. Eventually, we ran into this technology at one of the trade shows called Digital Pen. It's a technology created by a company called Anoto, and we partnered with Anoto and used this Digital Pen to basically solve our problem. And the way Digital Pen works is that a piece of paper, they print out unique pattern that human eye can't see it, but a pen has a camera built in it to it that can see it. And when they take the pen and dock it on a USB port, all the data is transmitted back to ChoicePoint, and ChoicePoint then can right away immediately report it to the customer. The return on investment on this project was roughly about $5 per collection, and that translated into about 30% ROI. And since we do about 200 to 500 collections per collection sites annually, that basically guaranteed us 1 year return on $1,000 of hardware investment at collection site.
Georgia Power is the largest company of the Southern Company. We're a large electric utility. We serve electricity to all but 4 of the 159 counties of Georgia. We've been in the economic development business for over 81 years. The technology that we used was a virtual technology to allow us to showcase sites throughout Georgia to help prospects see Georgia from our facilities. That system has served us well for many years, but as more and more demands came to us, we began to add more and more to the technology through new software and new hardware, which over time became a little bit hard for us to continue to keep the maintenance up and keep the technology fresh so we can continue to compete on a global scale. The biggest challenge for us was determining what we needed to do to move forward. We had economic development professionals, we had IT professionals, and we simply turned to them and said, help us to prepare our platform for the future. And in essence, what happened is we had a creative team that was put together within our organization, gave them a blank sheet of paper and said, let's design what we need for the future. Pulled our IT organization together, leveraged that knowledge, put together a new system based on existing software, tailored it to what specific needs that we had, and as a result of that, leveraging the skill sets of the people within my organization, and especially our IT partners, we've created something that we call now SelectGeorgia.net, and it's available worldwide for the use of our people as well as people all around the world. Appropriately named Select Georgia because that's what we're hoping this technology does for our clients, help them to select Georgia as their home for their new business. For instance, our technology allows us to overlay a map of Georgia, if you will, where our transmission lines are, where our substation lines are. The technology also allows us to determine very quickly distances. We can determine how large a parcel of land is to meet specific needs. We can let them know how far it is from our transmission structures or the nearest rail line. So in essence, we do provide a lot of this information to the general public, but some of what we've created in this software is proprietary to our use to help us, again, provide the most answers to our clients. As a result of pulling 5 legacy systems into one, we've reduced about 70% of our O&M maintenance cost, as well as the software additions that we were having to do from time to time. Now, what we were able to do as a result of those cost savings is turn around and plow those dollars back into our organization by hiring specific skill sets that we needed. For instance, people with GIS expertise or mapping expertise. As a result of that, in addition to the software platform that we have, we were able to save enough money to bring the right resources in to help us manage that software into the future.
As Director of Process Improvement for DeKalb County Government, basically what I'm responsible for is to help projects, programs, departments run better, smoother, cleaner, faster, for lack of a better term or terminology. One thing that was very significant that the administration learned was that we have an extremely high number of 911 calls that come into the county that are non-emergency, non-public safety related calls. And that was of great concern to the administration, because with 42% of our 911 calls coming in as non-emergency, non-public safety calls, that is extremely significant when you're receiving over 1.2 million 911 calls a year in your county. What 311 does is it gives citizens, just like 911, an easy to remember 3-digit number for them to call to get answers to questions they may have. It may be an informational call, or they may have a service request, such as they want to report a pothole, or there's a water leak in a drain or roads and drainage issue. They want to report that to the county so they can resolve it. So for example, somebody calls 311 and they say, I would like to apply for a business license in DeKalb County. What do I need to do? The call center operator can put that information, type it into the knowledge base, and on the screen will be a step-by-step procedure of how to apply for a business license. We can also, out of the call center, provide forms. So if there are things like you want to apply for a permit or a business license, or you want to apply for water service in the county, we can fax you or email you, electronically send forms to you so you can begin the process from your home or from your office to accommodate whatever your service needs are. When we speak of return on investment, what 311 has done is we have been able to consolidate 8 call centers into 3 call centers. We've been able to transfer over 35 positions from different departments into 311 at a cost savings of $1.5 million a year in personnel changes. And also, we've put in a virtual administrative assistant in every one of the 46 departments in the county, enabling them to better focus on their core business processes.